Okay, so 16 things I like about Inception. Wow, what a movie! Like for real, it's really good. Like Christopher Nolan, um, great director, really creative. Really practical in how he does things. He's up there with one of my favorite directors, I'd say. So let's get into it. So just on a visual standpoint, this movie has some really great stuff to offer. So, first and foremost, camera composition. Just the movie's really well shot. Just very nice, composed shots. Um, yeah, a lot of shots just really stand out. And along with the camera composition, the visual creativity in this movie. Oh boy, like it's really kind of mind bending, which I guess is the point. Stuff with dreams and all that and stuff. It's really cool, like the way this thing how this city tips over and then they actually walk up it in one bit, and it's just weird, but it's so cool. Such great visual creativity. It gets me every time, but it really did amaze me at times the first time I saw it. Yeah, it's really impressive. Next thing, next two things, that great combo Christopher Nolan does in pretty much all of his movies: lighting and color palette. So that's three and four. It's gorgeous. A lot of like nice blues and then nice warm color palettes at times. Yeah, it's gorgeous. What more can I say with that? It's just a really beautiful looking film in that regard. Next thing, special effects. I probably should more say special effects slash practical effects, but yeah, like the effects in this movie are insane. Like they still look good now. Like I think it's because a lot of it is somewhat practical. It's just really cool. Like there's not really a moment where I'm like, oh, that looks fake. The only thing that I'd say looks fake is like there's not any gore. Like when people get shot, there's like no blood or anything, but you can kind of get away with it because it's kind of in like a weird dream world setting or whatever. But yeah, it's like that's the only thing that really takes you out of it. But the actual effects themselves, they're seamless. Like it's insane. All right, so the next thing is the acting. Like Leonardo DiCaprio, I really like him. I think he's a really good actor. But just the whole cast here is really good. I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Tom Hardy. Like both of them bring a nice amount of humor to it. But yeah, the whole cast in this movie is really good. All right, so the next thing is the music. I mean, it's kind of become a bit of a joke now sometimes with the blah music, but yeah, this is I think the movie that kind of come up with it really. But it's a amazing score. Like it really amps up the tension, and yeah, it's really cool. I love the music. I mean, Hans Zimmer and Christopher Nolan are a great combo. All right, next thing, the dialogue. This is the one that I actually haven't seen it in a while, and I'm surprised I got that on the list. But I think I can see why. It's very thought provoking. Like it gets you thinking at times. Like it's just very cool dialogue. It's like, huh, I never thought about it like that. I don't know. It's just I'm kind of surprised it's on here. Like because this was a review I did a while ago, a written review on Letterboxd, but I can kind of see why it's on there. It's thought provoking, the dialogue. So yeah, that's another thing I liked. The next thing is the story. I was about to say the main character, but that's the next one. But yeah, the story of it, it's really interesting. Like I remember it took me a bit to actually get what it was really about, but I really feel like it's about a character, the main character in particularly, and that's the next thing I wanted to bring up. So really the story kind of revolves a lot around the main character. I really do like him. Like it really has an emotional impact. I feel like at the end, you really kind of get his character. I feel he seems kind of a bit like a badass at first. Like, wow, this guy's really cool, but you get the layers get a bit unveiled as the movie goes on, and it's like, oh wow, quite a past this guy's had. Yeah, I find it really cool how they kind of reveal everything about the main character. That was well done. The next thing is the humor. There's just little moments of humor here and there. Christopher Nolan does this in a fair amount of his movies, but just little things here and there, like with the kick and how like they're pushing Joseph Gordon-Levitt off the chair, like just little goofy moments like that, and just as I said, bits of dialogue, particularly from Tom Hardy that I really love. So yeah, I really enjoyed the humor in parts. Sets up stakes. Ooh, does it? Especially when they get more into the dreams and you start to realize the threat. Even though they're in dreams, they're actually still in a big threat. I really love how they kind of push you into that. Like it's like, wow, okay. Like it really does set up really good stakes. I feel like at a certain point, especially how a character is in trouble one of the characters is hurt, and then you're like, oh shit, is he going to pull through? And then you're worried for the other characters that if that happens to them. So I think the stakes were set up really well in the film, particularly in that last, I'd say, half or 3/4. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. Stakes. Alright, so the next thing, the build-up. The movie takes its time to really kind of get you into the world of this whole thing, and having the girl in the film, I've forgotten the actress's name and the character, but having her in the film, she's kind of like the audience character. You kind of learn with her how all this works. And I think that was a great way of setting things up, because there's a lot to kind of take in, I feel. But having her there really does help a lot. But yeah, really good build-up to kind of set you into what's gonna happen, in a sense. Alright, so the next thing is the concept. Like, just the cool shit they can do with the concept. Like, it's just awesome. Like, man, that just in general, the concept with that bit where the van's flipping over like this, and then that room's turning, and there's this one really cool shot. This is one really great bit with camera composition when the two dudes are fighting, and it's just one kind of good 20-second long shot of them fighting. It's so awesome. Like, but yeah, just the concept, like, with the dreams and all that stuff, and going dreams within dreams, it's just really cool, and like how that kind of affects different other dreams and stuff. Yeah, it's it's really neat in that regard. Next thing, number 15, rewatchability. According to Letterboxd, I've actually watched it 7 times. I've logged it 7 times. I've probably watched it more than that. Probably I've watched it 8 times. But yeah, I really like the film. Like, even just in the background, I have it playing, and then I'll get caught in it, and then just end up watching it. But yeah, I really grew to love this movie. I think the first time I watched it, I kind of, crazy enough, thought it could have been more creative with its visuals. I know, crazy, huh? But the more I watched it, the more I really grew to appreciate it. And yeah, I absolutely love the film now. Yeah, so very rewatchable, I'd say. Last thing, the ending. I'm actually not surprised I have emotional impact. Probably next time I'll watch it. But I really feel like the ending hits you. Like, it gives me chills at the end. You know, I think it's a really good ending. Like, a really solid ending. The music and the editing in the very end, it's excellent. Like, it really does pull some heartstrings, I feel. Like, I thought that was really well done. So yeah, that's 16 things I liked about Inception. So yeah, really good movie. Definitely probably rewatch it again soon, just even in the background, and get caught up in it and not watching it just all the way through. But yeah, great film. Really great. So yeah, that's it for this video, and love to hear your thoughts about the film, even if they're negative. If you have some issues with it, or you're not sure about certain things, you know, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. And yeah, catch you later.